Congratulations, my beloved. Heaven has just approved your miracle. Archangel Michael says, today at exactly 8:15 p.m., the heavens have scheduled your divine financial release. And if you're reading this right now, know this, it means you were chosen. Handpicked. Wrapped in divine light while you slept. This is not a coincidence. Someone in the spiritual realm has been fighting for you. For your money. For your peace. For your freedom. You've cried enough. You've struggled enough. You've waited long enough. And now, heaven is done waiting. Your breakthrough is not tomorrow. It is tonight. Michael speaks, my child, the vault of God has opened, and I've written your name on the scroll of unexpected wealth. But there's something urgent you must know. If you skip this moment, you may lose everything you were just about to receive. Yes, even angels can cry. And I, Michael, have wept over the delays you've suffered. The jobs that broke your spirit. The debts that swallowed your joy. The people who said they'd help you but never did. But my beloved, God saw all of it. And He has had enough. That's why you're here. That's why this message has been screaming through the veil to reach you. Archangel Michael says, I had to whisper your name to the wind this morning. I begged God one last time, let me deliver this directly to them. Not through signs. Not through feelings. But in a message they can open, read, and feel deep in their soul. And He agreed, only because He loves you more than words will ever say. That's why heaven is counting down to 8:15 p.m. My child, you are not crazy for dreaming of abundance. You're not greedy for wanting stability. You are a divine soul who's been carrying too much weight for too many years. And tonight? That weight is being lifted. I, Michael, give you this promise from the throne of God. If you do not ignore this sign, your financial curse will break before midnight. Your name is being written into the book of heavenly harvest. You are no longer under attack. You are under favor. Now listen to this next part carefully, because it's going to sound like a miracle, because it is. A divine transaction is already in motion. The angels are moving numbers, clearing blocks, and removing spiritual red tape that's been stopping your blessings for years. And at 8:15 p.m., a heavenly notification will echo in your energy. Some will hear it as a voice. Others will feel it as peace. But the chosen, they will receive it as real money, a breakthrough payment, a job, an inheritance, or an opportunity they never expected. And beloved, you are the chosen. Someone you love in heaven prayed for this moment for you. I must say this again because the power behind it is too sacred. Someone who already crossed over saw what you were going through, and they intervened. They stood in front of God and whispered your name. They asked Archangel Michael directly, please, if you have to save one person today, let it be them. And heaven agreed. That's why you can't skip this. That's why it's not an accident that you're seeing this with your eyes right now. Congratulations, says the Spirit of the Lord. You made it through the testing season. You may not even know it, but the battle for your finances wasn't about money. It was about your soul. The enemy tried to use poverty to dim your light, to break your heart, to make you doubt that God even remembers your name. But guess what? God never forgot. And Archangel Michael never gave up on you. That's why this message is reaching you right before the gate of 8:15 p.m. Let me pause and tell you this. If your spirit feels something tingling right now, if your chest feels warm, if your eyes are watering, if your soul is saying, oh my God, this is for me, it's because your angels are standing beside you. Right now. And they're smiling. They know that this moment could be the one that rewrites your entire destiny, if you do not skip this. And now, beloved, a short message from the angels of divine connection. Folded hands, if your heart feels touched and you want to keep receiving messages like this, subscribe now so heaven can always find you when time is urgent. Folded hands. God's timing is everything. So is yours. Subscribe so no future message from heaven gets blocked again. Now, let's go deeper. Because what you are about to receive is not just money, it's financial resurrection. There's a specific amount coming your way. And Michael says, it is more than you asked for, because heaven always multiplies. You will look at your account soon and say, how? Where did this come from? But your spirit will already know, heaven. And before you doubt it again, listen carefully. Archangel Michael says, every time you were rejected, every time you were underpaid, every time someone scammed you or ignored your talent, I was watching. And I recorded it. Not one moment of unfairness escaped heaven's sight. That's why you are being compensated now. God has reversed the spiritual law against you. And Michael is now enforcing a heavenly recovery decree. The wealth stored up by the enemy, the money that was blocked, hidden, delayed, stolen, or withheld, is being released into your life. But only if you accept this moment. Only if you allow this message to be a divine yes in your soul. Beloved, there is something else you must know. At 8:15 p.m., if your spirit is in resistance, if you skip this message, if your heart closes off, that door may pass you by. That's not a threat. That's how free will works. You must choose to believe. To open. To receive. And Michael says, that's all heaven is waiting on. One yes from your heart. Close your eyes right now for 5 seconds. Breathe. Feel the energy around you. That's not just air. That is angelic presence. Your atmosphere is changing. Even your home will feel different tonight. Because abundance is not just money. It's peace. It's divine timing. It's protection. And tonight, you get all of it. Do you feel it yet? That shift? That inner knowing? The chills? That is confirmation. And now that you're here, now that you've heard this far, you've already started the miracle. Michael says, now declare it out loud, I receive my 8:15 blessing. I do not skip this. Heaven is listening. Your words will not return empty. And tonight, when it happens, whether it's a payment, a call, a cash flow, a refund, or a message saying, you've been approved, you'll remember this message. You'll say, thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you, God. You didn't forget me. And we will smile. Because we never did. We just needed you to say yes, before the time ran out. You're still here. That means you were meant to be here. That means the heavens are still speaking and your spirit is still listening. And beloved, that changes everything. There's something powerful about those who don't click away when the world tells them to scroll. Something sacred about a soul who dares to pause, who dares to say, what if this is real? And you? You just did what most don't. You opened your heart wide enough for heaven to enter. And Archangel Michael is still with you, yes, even now. Even if your mind doubts. Even if your room is silent. That silence is full of angels. That stillness is full of messages. Tonight isn't about seeing something dramatic. It's about feeling something you haven't felt in years. Safety. Peace. Reconnection. God didn't bring you here to scare you. He brought you here to tell you, I never left you. Every moment you thought you were walking alone, you weren't. Every night you wept in secret, you weren't unheard. Every prayer you whispered through broken breath didn't vanish. It built something. And tonight, it arrives. You're allowed to feel strange right now. Lightheaded. Emotional. Sleepy. Wired. It's spiritual. You're not going crazy. You're being cleansed. Your body is reacting to what your soul has craved, divine presence. It's the shift. And no, you're not too late. You didn't miss your moment. You're right on time. God had this saved just for you. And the fact you're still reading it proves how open your heart really is.